What if you started to approach the relationships in your life with that question? What can I do to help? I'm going to tell you something. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. You start asking that question. If the other person in the relationship, you mutually start asking that question, that relationship is going to change for the better. That question lines us up with the heart of Jesus. I am here, all I am and all I have for all you need. What would our lives look like if we simply began to start asking that question in the relationships that we have in our lives? Just think about that. Teenagers, high schoolers, middle schoolers. What would your relationships with your parents look like if you simply started to ask that question? What can I do to help? Tonight, you go home, it's time for dinner. And you walk into the kitchen, you look at your mom and dad and say, hey, what can I do to help? How would they respond? Right? They would faint, right? And you call 911 and poof, they hit them with the paddles and resuscitate them, right? They'd be blown out of their freaking minds. You really want to blow their minds? Ask them that question in front of their friends. Not your friends, their friends. And you watch their friends' heads snap. Wow. Like that. They're going to look at your parents like, how'd you do it? What's the secret sauce? Teach me how to be a parent, right? I mean, they're going to be blown away. You will just blow their minds because they don't expect to get that from you. You know what they expect to get from you? That's it, right? I'm going to tell you something. Ask the question. And watch what it does in your relationships. Parents, do you think it would help our relationships with our kids if we simply start to ask this question? Don't you think that the conversations would shut down a little more slowly? And that they'd go to this negative place they tend to go to a little less quickly? And dads, don't you think if you just came to your kids with this question that you may frustrate them a little bit less? We need to ask it. Watch what God does through that in our relationships. And ladies, wives, young ladies, want to get married someday, ladies. Do you understand what a powerful question this is for you? I mean, do you? Now, if you're not married yet, okay, if you're not married yet, make sure you run his response through the God filter because what he thinks is helpful may not line up with what God says is good. Okay, so he is a man, I'm just saying. So there is that piece. But do you realize how powerful this question is? Because when you ask this question, what it says to him is this: I understand the burden and the load and the stress and the weight that you're under. Is there anything I can do to help? Ask it. Watch what happens in your relationships. Men, come on, we're scared to death of this question. Yeah, we are. But I got to tell you, it doesn't make it any less powerful. So tomorrow morning, when you're on the way out, honey, babe, whatever you call her, hopefully it's something nice, right? What can I do to help you today? Can I tell you something, guys? Most of our wives are afraid to ask for our help. This past Friday night, I had a date with Stace. No kids around. It was awesome. It broke my heart when I heard my wife tell me that she's afraid to ask me for help. It's time for us to take the lead in this. It's time for us to kick open this door, right? I want to challenge you, ask it and watch what God does.